Change. You got change? Excuse me, sir. Do you have any spare change just for food? Do you have any food?
No. Are you serious? Get a job, like everyone else. Stop being a loser. God, take a shower.
Hey, excuse me, miss?
Oh.
Do you have any change to spare to help? Anything helps.
What happened to you?
I'm very sick, and my Social Security ran out. I've got pancreatic cancer, and I'm in constant pain.
What about your social media and your branding? I mean, there are places for you. You should not use that as an excuse and just strap yourself up by the bootstraps and do something with your life.
I don't have a phone.
Oh, I know this struggle. I am a influencer, and it's really hard for me to find friends. As a matter of fact, my only friends are on social media. Anyways, I think you're gonna have a great future. Actually, you should become my friend on social media. I'm gonna help. That is gonna really help you. You need to just do what I say. You're gonna be great. Yeah. Anyways, gotta go. Bye.
Excuse me, miss.
Hey.
Could you spare just some change for food? I'm really hungry.
Let me see. You know what? I don't have anything. But hey, here, look. This is my lunch. You can have it. It's not a lot, but just at least it's a little something in your belly.
Oh my God.
And hey, I'm headed into an interview. On my way back out, I can grab you like some coffee or some water or something.
That would be really amazing. Thank you.
No problem. What's your name?
I'm Steve.
Hey, Steve. I'm Candace.
Hi, Candace.
On my way out, let's talk a little more about, I don't know, maybe I can call someone for you or do something else, connect you with someone. I hate that you're out here.
No, I don't have anybody.
Oh, man. Well, I'll make sure to get you on the way back. Okay?
Thanks, Candace.
All right.
Somebody's late.
Yeah, she was talking to the homeless man outside. You can't expect to get ahead if you always let others drag you down.
And how's one homeless guy gonna bring you down, Josh? Good afternoon, and welcome to the final phase of your job interview. A little backstory. About 3 years ago, I created this little social experiment as a pre-screening part of job interviews for people that were interested in joining my company, because before I was successful business owner, CEO Steve, I was smelly, lazy, homeless Steve. I was the guy that was too much trouble, that people didn't want to associate with, that people thought was too much of a bother because he was just asking for their scraps. I lived in a bus terminal for about 6 months before I finally got access to the services that helped me get on my feet enough to actually apply for my first job. I wore raggedy clothes. I didn't have access to food or water or reliable sanitation. It was a terrifying, challenging part of my life. But I believe it helped me value compassion in a way that I wouldn't have otherwise. Kindness is free. Kindness is free. But when people behave in such a way that they feel as if their respect needs to be bought or earned with money or status, I have to question your ethics. I have to question your morals. Of the 3 people who applied for this job and came in for this interview, Candace was the only person who actually showed any humility, who showed any humanity. She didn't unload her checkbook. She didn't pour out all of the wealth in her life. All she did was smile and offered genuine consolation. And she shared her lunch. She was generous. And she offered to help. And that is why I'm proud to offer her a full-time position with my company. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. I will not let you down.
This is not what my positive affirmations said today. I'm out of here. You can keep your job.
Hello, I was wondering if you might be able to tell me where to go. I have an interview for the administrative assistant position.
And that's what you're wearing? For an interview?
What's wrong with it?
You don't have anything more upscale? I mean, your whole look is like you're trying to pity us into hiring you.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm doing. Now, can you let me know who's holding the interview and I can go find them?
You could use some highlights too. This is a nice office. Some designer outfits to be more in line with our typical dress code.
I'm sure the pay is fine, but designer clothing isn't within my budget right now. Now, I don't want to be late, so can you tell me who I'm supposed to meet with or direct me to someone who can?
Fine. It's with Mrs. Doyle. She asked me to come grab you, and I thought I'd handle the pre-interview. Needless to say, so far I'm not impressed.
Hi, it's Jess, right? It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ms. Doyle, and very nice to meet you too.
Tim, thank you for showing her in. Let's get to know Jess.
Sure, I'd love to. I was just telling Jess how much we value our employees here.
Oh, that's very true. We like to think of ourselves as one big family, and we really support our employees. Respect at every level is key.
That's great to hear.
So, Jess, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I have 4 years experience as an administrative assistant. The last place I worked was a tech company, which was very fast-paced, so I'm used to thinking on my feet and anticipating team needs.
So why did you leave that position? Looks like you have worked anywhere months here on your resume. Were you let go?
No, nothing like that. I'm happy to provide a reference. You see, my mother became ill, and I had to take time off to care for her. She's much better now, but my job had to go to someone else.
That is very admirable. Your mother is very lucky to have you. And I'm very glad she's better.
Thank you.
One thing that would concern me is if you're always putting your family before work. What happens if your mom has another health crisis? You wouldn't want to be left in the lurch if another personal issue come for you again.
Tim, I think it's clear that was a one-off event.
I've never been between jobs before this. As you'll see on my resume, my work is very important to me.
I just thought I'd mention as Mrs. Doyle has had trouble finding someone reliable for this position.
That is true. So, Jess, what would you say is the biggest strengths that you bring to this position?
Well, I definitely have an eye for detail and don't let anything fall through the cracks. I also don't need much oversight. You show me something once, I've got it down.
Great.
So what would you say are our biggest weaknesses?
You know, actually, that is a very good question. It would be helpful to know where you might need a little extra support.
I guess my biggest weakness is that I can come off sort of serious to new people I work with. I just really love the work and I get so engaged, but I do plan to try to prioritize getting to know my colleagues.
Hopefully you don't spend so much time socializing. Lose track of what you're supposed to be doing.
Now, Jess, you did see the salary range for this position.
Yes, I did, and respectfully, Mrs. Doyle, I believe I would be at the top of it.
I think that's quite a reach. Usually you start at the lower level until you prove yourself on the job after a year or two.
You know, Tim, that is not always the case. For the right candidate, I'm happy to offer top of salary. We need someone experienced.
As I said, I'm happy to have you reach out to my references who can verify that I'm highly qualified for the role.
I'll check those out. Jess, it was very nice meeting you, and we will be in touch soon.
That sounds great. Thank you, Mrs. Doyle.
You know, I'm not so sure about her. She just doesn't seem to really get it.
This is Jess.
Hi, this is Mrs. Doyle. You interviewed last week for me for an administrative assistant?
Yes, it's very nice to hear from you.
First off, though, I need to let you know that my associate Tim did not think you were a good fit for the company.
Oh, I understand.
Wait. Wait, no, stop. Don't hang up. I don't agree with him. I'm only letting you know because there may be times when you will be working with him.
Working with him?
Yes, I would love to offer you the job. Like you said, your references were impeccable. And I'm happy to offer you the salary that you requested also.
Thank you. I would love to accept.
Wonderful. And don't worry about Tim. I mean, honestly, between you and I, he has some friends in high places and he thinks that makes him better than everyone else. But for the most part, you'll be working with me, so it really won't matter.
That's good to know. But just be aware that his opinion doesn't intimidate me. It's inspiring, actually, to prove them wrong.
I like that. Okay. I am really looking forward to working with you, Jess. And we will be in touch soon to work out a start date.
That sounds great. Thank you again, Mrs. Doyle.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh.
Hey, Tay. How was your day?
Cute rhyme, Dad. It was exhausting.
Exhausting. Why? What happened?
I had another job interview today, and it didn't go well.
Another one. I mean, how many is that now?
I lost count. It's not as easy as you think, Dad.
Tay, I don't understand. You have a really good education, and you are a smart young man. What is the problem?
The problem, Dad, is that it's not that simple for me, okay? I face a whole different set of challenges.
Challenges? What challenges? Everybody faces challenges. You just need to push harder.
It's not that easy. I don't mean any offense, but when they see me, it's a different situation, it's a whole different situation than when they see you. I get rejected because of the color of my skin.
Come on, Tay, that cannot be it. You're just not trying hard enough.
This is not about playing race cards, Dad. It's my reality. I'm doing my best, but the doors that are here are locked. They're closed for me just because of how I looked.
I find that hard to believe. Look, maybe you're just not presenting yourself well in these interviews.
I've perfected my resume, Dad. I've practiced my interviews, but sometimes it just feels like I'm being judged before I even open my mouth.
Okay, you cannot let that stop you then, Tay. You have to just, I don't know, push through it.
Push through it, Dad. I'm pushing through it. You need to understand that the world isn't as fair as you think.
Life is not fair for anyone, Tay. You cannot use that as an excuse.
It's not an excuse, Dad. It's a reality. I need you to acknowledge that instead of calling me lazy.
I just want what's best for you, okay? But sitting around and complaining about stuff won't change anything. You have to just keep trying.
I am trying, Dad. But I need you to stand by me, not against me.
I just want you to succeed, Tay.
I want that too, Dad. But it's gonna take more than just hard work. It's gonna take understanding and support. Do you know how disheartening it is to have everything be going so well over the phone interviews, right? And the second I step into the room, the whole energy just changes.
Okay, all right. Tay, I may not fully understand what you are going through, but I want to learn, all right? Just help me understand the challenges that you face, okay?
I appreciate that, Dad. It's not as easy as it seems, all right? Being the only black person in a room, feeling like you're constantly being judged based on your race rather than your qualifications.
All right, well, I can see how that would be frustrating. So what can I do to support you better?
Just having you listen and acknowledge that it's a real struggle means a lot. And maybe, I don't know, maybe when I face those setbacks, you could be there to encourage me instead of assuming that I'm just not trying hard enough.
I'll do my best, Tay. Like, I want to be there for you. I'm sorry that you have had these experiences. I really am, but just keep trying, all right? I mean, I know something will come through. I can feel it. You are too incredible and too brilliant for this world to not employ your talents.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate you saying that.
No problem, son. So I'm gonna go get dinner started for us, okay? Talk to you in a bit.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So Tay, tell me about yourself.
Well, I graduated with honors in business administration, and I have experience in marketing and analytics. And I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to your team.
Graduated with honors, huh? Affirmative action, perhaps?
No, ma'am. I earned my honors through hard work and dedication.
Let's talk about your experience. You're sure you didn't get any special treatment because of your background?
No, I assure you my achievements are a result of my skills and qualifications, not my background.
Well, I've had some issues with reliability in the past with people who have similar histories.
Excuse me?
Never mind, let's move on. How do you handle pressure? We need someone who won't crumble when they're slightly inconvenienced.
I think I handle pressure extremely well. I had a lot of challenges growing up and in school, and I've definitely learned how to handle myself in stressful situations.
How about your time management skills?
I'm a very hard worker. I'm a strong believer in my work being a full representation and reflection of my character, so I use my time wisely.
Not sure if I believe you. You know how it is. You people tend to have a different concept of time.
Wait, Miss Clark, that's really an awful thing to say.
Whoa, don't get all angry over nothing, all right? I'm just speaking from personal experience.
Look, I'm sorry, but I won't tolerate any racist assumptions about my abilities or my character. My race has nothing to do with my professional capabilities.
Easy, Tay. No need to get defensive. I'm just trying to understand you better.
No, there's a fine line between understanding and discrimination, and I won't participate in a conversation that perpetuates stereotypes or racist remarks.
You people are always so touchy about race.
I'm done here. I won't subject myself to this kind of treatment. It's unprofessional and it's unacceptable. Dad? What are you doing here?
Well, son, don't leave just yet. I want you to hear this.
And who in the world are you?
My name is John Callaghan. I'm Tay's father, and I heard every single word that you were saying to him just now. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You're his father? Really? Yeah, I can see the resemblance. What daddy's little boy couldn't hack at an interview, so he had to bring dad along. Is that it?
I am this young man's father, but I am also something else. I am the CEO of Digwell's Enterprises, the same one that acquired your company last month, making me your CEO.
Did you else? You're the Mr. Callahan?
I am. And I do not appreciate the way that you were talking to my son, not just because he is my son, but this type of behavior and questioning would be unacceptable towards anyone.
Look, Mr. Callahan, this is all just a huge misunderstanding. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to my son.
Tay, I think we just got off on the wrong foot. If I had known you were Mr. Callahan's son, I would have never...
Clark, I need to make something very clear. Your behavior was completely unacceptable.
I was just trying to understand you better.
Understand me better by making assumptions based on stereotypes? That's not understanding, Clark. That's discrimination.
Come on, please. I didn't mean anything by it, all right? It's just the way people talk.
No, it's not just the way people talk. It's the way people like you talk. It's perpetuating harmful stereotypes and feeding into racist narratives. This isn't about being sensitive. It's about basic respect.
I didn't mean any harm. I was just asking questions.
The questions you asked were not only inappropriate but rooted in racist beliefs. And when you bring up affirmative action or imply that my people have a different concept of time, you're making assumptions based on my race. not my qualification.
I ask tough questions to see how people will handle pressure.
Pressure is one thing, Clark. Racism is another. And you need to understand the difference. You can assess my abilities without bringing my race into it.
Look, I'm sorry, all right? Can we just move past this?
This isn't a game, Clark. Racism has real consequences. It perpetuates inequality and limits opportunities for people like me. I won't stand for that. And I won't let you or anybody else perpetuate those harmful beliefs. I expected a professional interview, not a platform for racial insensitivity. I won't tolerate being treated differently because of my skin color. And you shouldn't treat anyone that way either.
Okay, I get it. I'll do better next time.
Oh, no, no, no. There will not be a next time because you are fired.
But what? You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Son, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I think I finally am starting to understand what you were trying to tell me before.
It's okay, Dad. I'm glad you were there to help stand up for me.
Yeah, well, I think you did a great job advocating for yourself. Everything you said was true, and I could not agree more. I'm so glad that I decided to check up on you this way, on this newly acquired office, so that I could witness it.
Wait, I didn't realize your company acquired this one too. That's exciting, Dad.
Well, you know what's even more exciting? I think there's a new position that opened up here for a hiring manager. What do you say? You want the job? I think you could bring some much needed new mindset to this role.
Dad, I really appreciate that, but I want to get my own job through my own skills and not just have it handed to me.
Well, okay. I think you're very qualified for it, but I understand. I'm really excited to see where you go and all that you achieve. You're gonna do some amazing things, son. I absolutely know it.
Thanks, Dad.